Happy fucking Friday, everybody. How is everybody fucking doing tonight? Let's see here. We get that fixed a little bit. That sounds a little bit better. Seems like it's been forever since I've been back in the studio. Hi, Bill. How you doing? Come say hi. Okay. Happy Friday, Bill. Always rely on you being almost always the first person to jump into chat to make sure you tell me happy Friday. Pleasantly stoned. Mama D, there is nothing wrong with being pleasantly stoned. It's like well, I don't get this. Now I got all this damn click in my ear. I'm your number one fan. Well, that could be true, but you may have to look at Little Grim for that. And pleasantly stoned. I mean, Mama D, think about it. It's like that, comfortably numb from Pink Floyd. So, that's always a good thing there. Let's bring it out a little bit more. Oh, no, better than meds. Yes, I will say to you sometimes that definitely with what you're doing, yes, definitely behind Little Grim. There you go. But like we were talking about, Mr. Nass was talking about last night, Mr. Grimm can't do this forever. So at some point, it's going to be Little Grim and Asher are going to run the show. Somebody's got to take over from me. Unless you're going to take over for me, Bill. The only thing is, if you're going to take over for me, Mama D may warn you. Hello, Mr. Alex. How is the Wilder Woods tonight? We can resurrect you. I think that's already been happened a few times. So right off of the bat tonight, before we get Bill won't, because he can't even show up for his own show. Damn, Bill. And speaking of which, Bill, I don't know. Tonight might be a little too late, but I need to have a talk with you. Slim chance of that. So I need to have a talk with you at some point. So it's okay. Just a little rain here. Yeah. It's kind of been a miserable, shitty day here, too. And of course, it has not been a good day for the Reverend anyway. But so real quick, a couple things that we want to start with tonight before we even get too far into the show. Yes, I do know how to reach you. You like to be reached, don't you, Bill? Let's see how long he waits to re-answer that one. So I don't know if many of you watched or listened today or know, but Carl Weathers passed away today. Yes, sounds kinky. Carl Weathers from Rocky has passed away. Don't start that. So it was just mind blowing because before I went and got out of my coffin this afternoon, the Shannon, Mrs. Grimm says to me, she goes, "Oh shit." I said, "What?" She goes, "Guess who died?" I'm like, I don't know. That's a pretty big fucking list. She goes, "Carl Weathers."
Well, no, the first words were out of your mouth wasn't up.
Was it what?
The first words out of your mouth was it wasn't Ozzy, was it?
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I'm not going to be surprised the day that man actually passes away, honestly, because Ozzy is just distractions. Always. You're going to take the dogs out?
Mm-hmm.
Why do boobs smell like boobs?
I don't know. What do boobs smell like?
Boobs?
Here.
It doesn't smell like a boob. Okay. So, rest in peace, Carl Weathers. As most people know, he was in at least the first 4.
He was in Mandalorian too.
Rocky movies. Yes, he was in the Mandalorian. He was kind of like I don't know what you want to call him, but like a pirate. Yeah, a pirate bad guy type thing. That was really a good guy. That should have been a bad guy. That was a good guy. So rest in peace, Mr. Carl Weathers. He will be missed. Of course, we know we could not watch him anymore in any Rocky movies. Yes, he was a chancellor. Thank you, Mama D. We could not watch him anymore in Rocky movies because, damn you, Russia. You see what you did? Not only do you block Grimm, but you kill Apollo Creed. Apollo Crews. Yeah. Well, I think his career is done too. But yeah, you killed Apollo Creed. And what the fuck? So, two other little things that we want to touch on here real quick that we're going to bring you up to date on. So, one of the famous things was the Colorado campfire. We have flung that around the show so many times, and Johnny, Johnny was so fucking red in the face. Mr. Nass was so red in the face the night I made him read about the Colorado campfire. Well, listen up, everybody. If you go to Denver, Colorado, you could actually go to the restaurant, the Colorado Campfire. So I'm going to leave that up to your decision or not. If you want to go and have some chick squirt marshmallow in your on your dinner plate or something. So, just so you know, but the Colorado Campfire is a restaurant in Denver, Colorado. But on top of that, the other morning on Good Morning Philly or whatever that is, Channel 29, Mike Jarrett was talking about there is this new hot chocolate place in Philly. And I unfortunately don't remember the name of it, and I'll try and find the name of it by the time we get to the next show. But you can order the Colorado Campfire hot chocolate. Now, I know if Ron was in here right now, Ron would probably be fucking dying because for the longest time, Johnny said I broke Ron with the whole Colorado campfire thing. So now you can get Colorado campfire hot chocolate. So not only, you know how they make that, right? They pour the hot chocolate in her ass, stuff a couple marshmallows up there, do a little bing bang bong, and she comes and she shits it hot and served right into your coffee cup for you. It's true, you don't have to act innocent. LOL. Who's acting innocent? Bill? Bill is anything but innocent. You got to watch out for Bill. Oh. So you're saying I did break Ron? That's what you're trying to say. It was all my doing that I broke Ron. Well, if I broke Ron at that point, what's going to happen when he hears some of the new vocabulary? Because tonight, let's see here. Of course, we have what the fuck moments with the Reverend. With Grimm, we have the vocabulary with the Reverend, and we have dirty pickup lines. If anybody watched the ladies' show last night, they had some pickup lines, and they did a bunch of them. And I got a bunch run out here, and we'll see how far we go with it. So the biggest thing is, since we want to stay nice and pretty well behaved, and we're only 10 minutes into the show, maybe we should go into Reverend Grimm's story time and what the fuck moments. So let's start out with this. Manchester, New Hampshire. A woman fell into a dumpster while throwing out her garbage and was later rescued from a trash truck that had compacted the contents while she was inside. Fire department officials in New Hampshire said, luckily neighbors heard her screams and the trash compactor was equipped with a camera. The driver spotted the woman stuck inside and called 911. By then, the driver had reportedly compacted the garbage up to 4 times. The Manchester Fire Department said in a news release, rescuers used a basket ladder to reach the top of the truck and lift her out. By then, she was standing, talking, and yelling, but was not alert enough to answer questions, the news release said. The woman was taken to a hospital after Monday's misadventure. Her name was not released. In 32 years, I've never seen anything like this. My whole career, Battalion Chief Bob Boudet told WMUR TV, it's alarming because you don't really think it's true. Big Bird, Shannon, how are you there? It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you, dear? Say what? It's Shannon, little Shannon. Little Miss Grimm says it's the Big Bird. And Mama D is saying, oh God. Yeah, Shannon, Miss Grimm told me that you were at the pay-per-view in Florida. Was it well worth going to Florida to see it? Because unfortunately, watching it here at home, I'm glad that, my subscription comes with my cable package, because I would not have bought that that piece of whatever you want to call it. She said good love, and she said hi 20, and she said it was absolutely worth going to it. You did? You did. Now, see, right now above me, I have the TV on. I actually don't have my second screening running tonight. Joyce had an amazing time. I like this new group that they formed called The Testament, which is Carrying Cross and Authorities of Pain. This group I like. I like to see this. So speaking of, do what?
Everybody can see up your nose when you do that.
I could see up your nose. All right. So since we were talking about Colorado, let's continue a little more about Colorado. The owners of a Colorado funeral home were arrested Wednesday after nearly 200 decaying corpses were found improperly stored at their facility. John and Carrie Halford, I wonder if they're related to Rob Halford, the owners of the Return to Nature funeral home, was arrested on 4 felony charges, including abuse of a corpse, theft, money laundering, and forgery, according to a statement from the district attorney for Colorado's 4th Judicial District. The pair were taken into custody without incident in Wagner, Oklahoma. Both are being held on bond set at $2 million. The probable cause affidavit has been sealed. Affidavit, sorry, had been sealed.
Hey!
You got that? That just threw my concentration because of those two.
Yeah, well,
If you have to
actually
put,
had brown.
well, good, put big shit in her home.
Oh, get over here.
District Attorney Michael Allen said that he would not contest releasing it to the public at a later date, according to its website. Return to Nature offers green and natural burial services, which allows the bodies to decompose underground without the use of metal caskets or chemicals. What? So this kind of thing reminds me here, not so much anybody that watched like Law and Order SVU. There was a thing at one point where they did a show where they had they were doing scientific studies with corpses that died, and they just put them in the field, and they let them decay naturally, so this way they could get a better look into forensics and everything. But that's what that kind of sounds like. But I want to know what, including abuse of a corpse, that's where I want to know what the fuck went on there. I mean, That sounds a little fucking disturbing. I mean, did we have a party and like Mr. Nass would say, it's kind of like weekend at Bernie's, they tied strings around him and, they got him going, put some sunglasses on him. Or did he have a real stiffy and the wife was going at it with him? I mean, come on, some people are into that shit. Don't know, but that is a what the fuck moment. There is so much surplus red wine in Portugal, it's flooding the streets. Now we know where we all need to go. We need to go to Portugal. Just lay in the street and we'll just automatically get drunk. That's one way of deciphering the incredible scene that unfolded in Sasa Lourenço de Barrio, do Barrio, a small town where millions of liters of wine recently overwhelmed the road. The roughly 2.2 million liters of wine, some 581,000 gallons poured out of the two burst tanks on Sunday, according to local newspapers. A viral video from the scene shows a river of wine coursing down the hilly street, sluicing all over the curb. Could you imagine that? You're just sitting out in the middle of the road, and then all of a sudden you get splashed with red wine.
Yeah, I mean, I'd get a straw.
You get a straw. I would want to get probably a straw that has one of those, the thing that you can put on the end to clean. You can put it in murky water. You could drink murky water and it purifies the water. Because think, what could be in the wine now that it's rolling down the street. You're definitely going to get fucked up. Mama D thought she was high now. All right, some people may not say this is a what the fuck moment, but this is definitely Kurt Cobain. Everybody remembers Kurt Cobain from the band Nirvana. Of course, Dave Grohl is still running around doing his thing, but Kurt Cobain's black Fender Stratocaster is covered in scratches and chipped wood. The names of Cobain and his former band Nirvana are misspelled, and the guitar itself, which was once smashed and put back together, is no longer playable. But on Saturday, the broken guitar was sold at Julian's auction for a whopping $596,000, nearly 10 times more than the opening price, showing that the adoration for the rock icon is alive and well nearly 30 years after he died. Items from Kurt Cobain or Nirvana are becoming more difficult to obtain, and they are one of the highest in terms of collectability of all rock bands. The CEO of Julian's Auctions told NPR Cobain was known to have destroyed multiple Fender Stratocasters during his career. This particular instrument was wrecked while Cobain and his band worked on their landmark album Nevermind in the early 1990s. Hey Gary, how are you today? Yes, what, Mama D? That you'd be more fucked up than you are now with the wine? Yeah, that's probably a very, very good possibility. Oh, Miss Grimm's getting ready to take a gummy. Okay, so I get it that people want to buy this stuff and they want to, they want to have memorabilia. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, yes, I understand it's Kurt Cobain's guitar, and he died 30 years ago. But $596,000. Now, the thing that gets me about this is this going to go to some kind of charity, or is this just going into somebody's fucking pocket? Because there's no way in hell that. There's no way in fucking hell that if I had that kind of money, I am spending that kind of money on Kurt Cobain's guitar. I'm not going to spend, and one of my all-time favorite guitarist, Dirtbag Daryl Abbott, I wouldn't pay almost $600,000 for one of his guitars either. No. Don't know what is wrong with people. An Arkansas woman has pleaded not guilty to charges. She stole body parts from a medical school cadavers and sold them through Facebook for $11,000. Candace Chapman Scott, a 36-year-old former mortuary service worker, is accused of selling 20 boxes of everything from human skin to skulls to a man in Pennsylvania, according to the federal grand jury indictment unsealed by Little Rock Court on Friday. Scott was charged with 12 counts of mail fraud, wire fraud, and interstate transportation of stolen property. A lawyer representing her did not immediately return a phone call from NPR requesting comments. According to the court documents, Scott worked for a company that offered commercial cremation services. One of their clients was an anatomy lab at the University of Arkansas, which used donated cadavers for medical examination, education, and research. Okay. So, yes, again, this is a fucked up scenario here, but it comes back to... Huh? A lot of what?
Choices.
I still didn't hear.
We didn't have a lot of choices.
Didn't have a lot of... You know what? It's what we make of the stories, because these are still what the fuck stories. I mean, come on. Somebody that, okay, they've got a green funeral home, no chemicals. All right, that's really awesome. But you got 200 decaying corpses on fucking property. Can you imagine what the fuck that smells like? Especially in the middle of summer. God forbid you get a heat wave and the air conditioning goes out. Be like what? It'd be like the smell of Return of the fucking Living Dead or something. Was that you, what ding? You what ding? I not what ding.
No, Damon Britt's new game is under legal scrutiny from Pokemon. That Power World game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's scrutinizing them for it?
Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon is good. Against who?
Power World. That game that they've been playing.
Yeah.
Because of too much likeness between the two games.
Half of those fucking things don't even look like Pokemon. Fucking, that's Pokemon franchise for you. Anyway, Minneapolis. Oh, we know there's always something going on. Customs offers at Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport seized a large shipment of unregulated injectable chemicals last week. The shipment from Hong Kong contained 2,536 pre-filled syringes of vaginal tightening gel. According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and it was headed to a Woodbury residence. CBP officials say the individual wrapped pink packages have an estimated resale value of more than $19,000. Instructions on the package urge users to wear chemical resistant gloves when coming in contact with the gel.
You keep going in and out.
I keep going in and out.
I don't know if we're going in and out or if it's a delay.
Yeah, it could be a delay. And I'm also stopping at some points because you're going to send these gels that you're supposed to squeeze into the vagina but they want you to wear chemical resistant gloves so it doesn't get on your skin. All right. So, vaginal, take notes, guys. Vaginal tightening syringes, but it's going to cost you almost, 19 grand. So I hope that tight ass is well worth it for you. A newly filed report by the Food and Drug Administration describes an incident in Wisconsin hospital where a woman was shot in the buttocks after bringing a gun into a room with an MRI machine. According to the FDA, the 57-year-old woman brought the concealed handgun into the room. The gun was attracted to the magnet of the MRI and fired a single round, which hit her in the right buttocks. First off, what is the very first thing that they tell you when you go to get an MRI? They ask you, do you have any metal on you? Take off your watches, take off your rings, take out your earrings. Back again, what it comes to is when it comes to the people in life, it comes to that the people in life are fucking stupid. And without stupid people, we would not be able to laugh at their problems, and we would not be able to laugh at them, because it's funnier to laugh at them than it is with them, because half of the people in that deserve what the fuck they are getting. I upset somebody. Somebody left because I said somebody deserves something. So, butt hurt report. You know what? I actually have that, and we should actually put that up. People can fill that out. If you are butt hurt, I will answer it to you personally. Let me know what time. Yep. So you got to look, see how far into the show and everything. And if you are butt hurt, then what you can do is you can send it right here to the Rev Grimm email, and I will read it aloud on every Friday for you that you are butt hurt.
Send the good old mail to Mr. Grimm, not Mr. Noah.
Do what?
Send the mail to good old Captain Noah.
Yep, send your mail. Damon's going to first. Damon is always butt hurt. But I think,
I don't think he's on, is he?
yeah, he is. He's right here. But I think he's butt hurt for more than one reason. But he's just not letting us know. You don't count. You're prone to it. As I said, and he does enjoy the double XL butt plug. When were we? That's Matthew. When were we just talking about? Was it you guys? Yeah, it was the whole thing. The sex sent me to ER. And what did the lady or something have up her butt? A potato or something?
Potato and a pink ball.
And a pink soft ball. You'd put a pink softball. Softball's like this. Baseball, you got one hand. Softball up your ass. Look, that falls under the category. If something that big is going up her ass, then you are tying a board to your ass, because otherwise you are falling the fuck in that shit.
Oh, like how it is with Michaela.
Wow. Gonna go straight out and how it is with Michaela. I think you do more than fall in, and huh? I'm sorry, I have a little bit higher class and standards.
No, she could have been a white trash.
A white trash Wednesday. God, I miss the pennant. Mama D pennant. Waiting for Mama D go. No pennant. Pennant. White trash Wednesdays. She just says, ugh. Come on, you weren't there on Christmas night when me and Turner drained that entire bar of Jaeger. That was ratherly fun. Yeah, we did that at Maddie's. Me and Turner were laying on the fucking bar, turning bottles upside down. Gwen joined us, and she's actually only a half an hour late. So there you go. You are getting better at that, Gwen. Just do me a favor. Stop fucking my shit up in Monopoly Go.
Or you're going to get the Alexa on it.
Yeah, or I'm going to get the Alexa on you again. That's it. I was driving. No. You missed the story time. You're going to have to read the stories when you come over.
Okay.
No, Alexa. Yeah, you can read the stories on Sunday when you come by. So, you know what? We had always said that we wanted to wait until 10 o'clock because, we got little ones, Alexa 1 and Gwen 0. That's exactly how it went last night. She was not having a good night because...
Shut up, Alexa.
Alexa. Hey, Alexa. Shut up. You're a dirty whore. Now Gwen's telling me to shut the fuck up. Look, we'll have a discussion. Don't even go there. I won't have you banned from studio. We'll just have private discussions. So normally, as I said, we turn around and we normally... She might be telling that to Mr. Nast. I don't know. That I don't believe Gwen would tell me to shut up. Or shut the fuck up. Gwen's brave, but she's not that brave. It'd be different if she wasn't coming over on Sunday.
I don't know if she fears me more than you.
I don't know. I don't fear anybody. Especially our douchebag of the week. Because guess what? Oh, she's telling that. Because guess what? You know who the fuck you are.
Lynn! George Kennedy ready there. Radio.
Mexican pancakes. So we're going to do vocab right now with the Reverend. So, Mexican pancake. This is rather tame and double gross sex act for some, as an Urban Dictionary defines it. A Mexican pancake is when a man comes on a woman's face, lets it dry like a mask, and then peels it off and feeds it to her later. That is awesome. That's like giving her the fish eye. While she's sleeping, you go over, you hold open her eye, you whack one off, and you put it and you squirt it right into her eye. She wakes up in the morning and she's got that whole fishbowl thing going on. This one here, a lot of people have already heard, The Lion King. If you want to go tribal and ritualistic with your girlfriend, you can do The Lion King. This is when you have sex with your girl, pull out your dick before you ejaculate, and jack off with your own hand, then have the girl kneel in front of you, and with your thumb, smear the sperm across her forehead, and christen her as Simba. And I know a lot of people have heard that one. But, as always, we have many more to go. Sour apple smoothie. This is when you eat out a girl infected with syphilis and she queefs, read vagina fart, causing a green liquid or pus to ooze out of her vagina and into your mouth. And because this is extremely sickening, you vomit all over her vagina, but still continue to eat her out. Pus, vomit, and all. Guess what, Mama D? I told you we were stepping up our game. So there you go. That is something I'm sure Michaela is into. That's foul. I think Michaela's probably into that. She likes that sour apple smoothie. Do what? I didn't hear you.
After that, God,
Cottage cheese. Is it moist cottage cheese or is it cottage cheese that's been dried out?
chunky.
Chunky, moist cottage cheese or chunky, dry cottage cheese? I'm not getting an answer. Wolf bagging. This is rather elaborate act in which one person eats a piece of raw bacon with a string still attached to it. Then the string hangs out of the mouth of the person who will be able to be the anal recipient. As the anal sex starts to get steamy, the anal giver yanks the piece of string, causing the receiver to vomit up the piece of bacon. As the receiver vomits, the muscles of the anus tightly clench, gives exquisite sensation to the dick of the anal giver. It's got a crusty outside layer and then oozy gooey middle. Go fuck yourself. Damon, I can see now also. And Gwen's running. So Gwen's kind of running for cover here. So she must obviously be a little disturbed at some things. Huh? I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Doesn't mean they said on it.
Wow. I am
I
not
need to
stoned.
take a gummy, 'cause I'm gonna get.
I am not. Did you take your gummy yet?
No, do it now. Somebody get trouble today.
I am
Mine
not.
out is, I got a new filter tonight.
That's awesome.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. So I know what I'll be hearing later.
Oh, Daddy.
Daddy, 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 daddy.
Maybe we should cut back on my pillow.
I am not stoned for this. Mama D says she is not stoned enough for this.
Blue or purple?
I don't know which one usually turns into the fun one.
Daddy, 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 daddy.
Yeah, which one turns into daddy, daddy, daddy? Okay, there you go. Then you take it. Are you taking the whole purple?
Ah.
Alligator fuckhouse. The act requires some agility and strength, as you would need if you were going to grapple with an alligator. The very daring and physical maneuver requires you to stop in the middle of your intercourse. Then one person bites the neck of their partner, locks their arms and legs down, and goes into a death roll on the bed or on the floor, all the while maintaining the penetration. Always got to take the blue pill. I don't need the blue pill. As Mr. Pennington said, I may be broken, ladies, but my dick still works. Yeah, I miss Pennington. The Cleveland accordion. This is best done when your woman is caught in the throes of passion and is utterly oblivious to what you're about to do. You'll kneel over your woman who is lying down on her back. You beat off on your own, quietly shitting on her knees. Then you come all across her face and suddenly slam her knees and face together like an accordion. That is fucking awesome. Space Dock Fondue. There's nothing more indulging and refining as fondue. Not. At least when you do the Space Dock Fondue. This is generally reserved for parties in which one girl is the fondue pot. One male with watery diarrhea should have taken a laxative, shits into the woman's vagina, crafting the Space Dock Fondue pot. Now that's fucking gross. So, you got this party going on. Somebody goes, hey, let's try this. And, she's the party favor. And, here's this guy taking fucking tons of laxatives. So, like, something I could see Matt doing. and then they shit into a girl's vagina. And then you got to plunge the shit out. I think we actually did this one last week. Alabama Hot Pocket.
It sounded familiar, but I wasn't.
This is the art of spreading the lips of the vagina, the labia, FYI, and taking a shit inside, whether or not you're going to have sex with it afterwards is up to you. So there you go. If you want to take a dump in a girl and then you want to plow it in there, you could always do it. Well, I actually dropped a viewer. Somebody got upset. Butt hurt. So real quick, I see we got 7 people. Who's still here in chat with me? Mama D's here. Mr. Nast, of course. Well, I got 2. Mr. Bill is here, of course. Got 9 people here. And I know one of them's Mr. Grimm, Mrs. Grimm. The 2 in Twitch, one is Mama D. The other one would be Britt's here. Brett might have come in at the wrong time. The other one's Alex. Yeah. Let's continue on to our gross and disgusting. Damon's on his phone. Damon's always on his phone. Damon's like a girl with his phone. He is always on his phone. I've seen women on their phone less than he's on his phone. Alabama tuna melt. This is another variation of the Alabama Hot Pocket. To do it, you need to have sex with a girl on her period. You take a dump into her vagina, then perform oral sex until she ejaculates a mixture of cum, menstrual blood, and your feces onto your face. You then have her lick it off your face for some flourish. I've been looking at his next butt plug. He's on the live. Okay. So there you go. You could either just do the Alabama Hot Pocket, or you could give her the Alabama tuna melt, which I think that might be a little worse for wear. Mama D says that's enough for internet for tonight. Oh no, we haven't even gotten started yet. Okay. Cleveland apple picking. If you have anal sex and you end up with a piece of fecal matter stuck in your dick, then you may be unknowingly doing the Cleveland apple picking. Here, some pieces of feces from your partner get trapped inside your penis hole, causing its head to turn as red as an apple. Yeah, but I thought then you just kind of squeeze it out and then you got the brown worm. Oh, Britt's bailing out already. I gotta go. See, this is the stuff that you need to be able to handle with things we talked about. There you go. The Cleveland hot waffle. Really, it's more fun when you put Cleveland on anything. This is simple. The art of shitting on your woman's chest and then smacking your huge pile of shit with a tennis racket, creating a hot waffle. I don't know what would actually be worse. Shitting on your woman's chest or hitting her with a fucking tennis racket. Who could I do that to? Wow. Yep, your mouth's going to get you in the...
My filter broken.
Is this a misspell? Turn around and look.
No, I just can't figure out how to pronounce it. Tribucket?
Tribucket. Eskimo tribucket. This is one of those gross sex acts done when you put your dick between your legs and your girl sucks on it from behind with her nose in your asshole. Then you suddenly give out a very smelly fart, causing her to throw up on your dick. At that point, you suddenly turn around and open your legs, slinging her vomit back into her face. That's kind of like the rusty trombone almost, a little bit. You think munging? This is the most extreme of extremely disgusting, gross sex acts, according to the Urban Dictionary. This involves going to a graveyard with four of your friends. There must be four of you because you dig up a fresh female corpse to gangbang. One of you puts his mouth over her vagina while the other jumps on the corpse's stomach, shooting maggots and rotting innards into the other person's mouth, who then swallows it. We strongly advise you to not even think of trying this ever. But seriously, who even comes up with this shit? Wow, that was definitely the killer at the end there, because you're going to fuck a dead corpse. Narcolepsy. Oh, God. That's necrophiliism 101. The thing is, Damon knows this person that I'm probably about to say. Damon, you remember Bart from up in Pennsauken, a couple doors over from us? Things you learn on the Rev Grimm Show may save your life. You never know when the apocalypse is coming. You don't remember Bart? He lived like 2 doors down in that fucking scary gray house. He ended up killing his girlfriend and like leaving her body down in the Pennsauken Creek.
It's all over the news.
Yeah, it was all over the news. I mean, Bart used to come down and sit out front with all of us and everything. So I didn't know if you might have remembered him or not, but I could see Bart actually doing that. I mean, that's really fucked up in some major ways. All right, so for any of you that are also watching wrestling on the side, Cody Rhodes is about to choose who he is going to go against for WrestleMania. Will he take Roman Reigns or will he take Seth Rollins? So before we get into our list of dirty pickup lines, we're not going to do all of them. We'll actually do some each week because there's a lot of them. So, Bill, you think he's going to take Reigns, huh? I don't know. Well, you see, I can't necessarily play the sound because then I could get in trouble with you too. But while we are on different subjects here, triple threat match, you think, huh? I don't know. They just had that four-way match. What, with LA Knight, Orton, AJ Styles, and Reigns, and fucking Reigns still wins, but he couldn't win it by himself again.
What's the matter, baby?
He's always got his, God mode shirts and his level above, and I'm sorry, he's just not. He can't do it by himself.
You ready to go potty?
As I said, unfortunately, for me to turn on the sound, I have to mute the mic. No, I mean, when he first was doing it, yeah. But ever since the whole thing with Paul Heyman, no, he hasn't won a match on his own because they put together, now seems like it's the time where they're just putting Triple threat match makes one champion belt. Both Seth and Roman are leaving. Well, Seth Rollins is supposed to be going to AEW. He's already, his contract and everything's already supposedly signed for AEW because he's going by something black over at AEW. Like a lot of their big talent is getting ready to have their contracts up, and a lot of them aren't renewing their contracts. And it's just stupid because Seth AEW and Roman going Hollywood. I could see Roman Reigns going Hollywood following after The Rock. But this seems to be anymore, it's the years of the factions because now you've got like, you've had the bloodline and you didn't have anybody go against the bloodline. But, now you've got that, what is that, Testament or the New Testament, which is Carrying Cross and Authorities of Pain. You got the talks that there's something coming that Bo Dallas, I know that Mr. Nass and Mr. Ron talk about it on Sports Roundup on Tuesday nights, that Bo Dallas cut a trailer, a promo. And in that promo, it's saying something, if I'm not mistaken, about the six. And if you look, the question is, who are the six? And they show Alexa Bliss in there. They show, I think they show Eric Rowan. But that is the big question. Who are the six? And if they bring back a team of six, then who do you put together to actually go against a team of six? Yeah, I mean, Roman, he's done this for 3 years. He's been the champion, but oh wow, was not expecting that. So here comes The Rock. So now the question is it going to be yeah, his decision standing at the top of the ramp?
Do you know what? That makes sense. For the story that the rumors are, it makes sense.
Yeah, but the thing is, again, as we've all said, The Rock is not going to get the belt because there is no way The Rock is going to sign into a contract and stay.
The rumor is now that he owns a majority of WWE, he's going to become like H1. He's going to wrestle when it's good for him. The rumor is he's going to go against Roman, so Roman can go out for medical, and he's going to become the bloodline. Because remember, they're all related.
Well, he would be the head of the table. Oh, make sure you get all that shit out. Have a clear highway for later on. See, I mean, Triple H, as she was saying, if anybody that heard that, Triple H was really doing this, but then I don't know if anybody knew, but Triple H had a heart scare and he decided that it was, you know what, I'm good. I'm getting the fuck out while the getting's good. But I think some of they're doing all this because you got to figure that 2025 they're going on and they're going to Netflix with the WWE, which I think is the absolute worst idea. And I think it is going to end up causing a lot of people to drop. I think a lot of the shows are going to drop, drop views because on Monday night, are you going to pay? Now, granted, I get Netflix with my cell phone subscription and I get it with my TV, my cable package. But who's going to pay? Oh, well, I don't have Netflix, so let me just spend $15 a month so I can watch Monday Night Raw. Because a lot of shit that's on Netflix is really not that great. You know, a lot of the new stuff they run now right away, it comes out in the movie theaters and it goes directly to Paramount Plus, or it goes to Peacock, or something like that. And it's just not, you know, it's not a thing. It's just not a good move. And I don't foresee The Rock taking over the bloodline. And if he does take over the bloodline, I think the problem you're going to have there is it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be every so often you're going to see the title up. It's not fighting champions anymore, where the title was up at every pay-per-view. And then even after being at every pay-per-view, Monday night, that champion was wrestling again for their title. And throughout the week, the only time you really didn't see title matches was on like stuff like Sunday Night Heat. But now you got Rock and Reigns, which we all know are related through the bloodline, standing across from each other. Are they going to go at it? Or or is Reigns going to walk away? But he's got 3 minutes to determine. They're both walking close to each other, or does the bloodline jump the Rock? Now, Bill, I know you watch wrestling, so what are your thoughts here?
Fucking Rocky's knocking the fuck out.
I'm tired of seeing Reigns. Like, I enjoyed Reigns when he was in the Shield or the Big Dog. I do not enjoy this. Okay, so they're going to stop it with the two of them staring face to face at one another. And Thursday at 7, they're going to do a press event on Peacock. So, yeah. So,
Johnny has something for you.
Johnny has something for me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm tired of with Reigns. I'm tired of the constant, oh, well, let's.
I'm sending you something, and you're going to have to read it from your phone.
Oh, okay. Might be The Rock. Now that The Rock has ownership of WWE, I wouldn't be surprised if Shannon's theory is right. It's possible. I mean, it's very, very possible. I don't know, but I will be interested to find out. Now, what am I reading here? What you sent me?
But then I sent Johnny something for you too. There you go.
Holy big, huge titties. I think that's like world record titties right there.
Triple Z.
Triple D.
Z.
V?
Z. Zebra.
Zebra. Damn. You gotta be careful with that. She roll over and fucking smother you in the middle of the night. So 7 outrageous sex world records that will have you clutching your pearls.
Babe, Johnny's throwing for the-
Dude. No way. First off, like, that's just too much. Second, you could die by those things in your sleep. You could roll over and land them on you, and
There's
for
the
what?
article.
Which article?
There's an article. Get it, Grandma.
Holy fuck.
Can you imagine big boobs like that on me?
What?
I couldn't be able to walk.
You'd be like that doll that does the flips because it's got like the marble or whatever in the head and be like topsy-turvy or whatever the fuck it is.
You'd never let me out of the house.
You'd have to carry him around in a wheelbarrow.
You wouldn't let me out of the house.
Her late husband's name was Alan. That's just fucking amazing.
That I didn't know. I didn't know that part.
She doesn't need airbags. She has a car wreck. Them fucking. Ugh. Now that's fucking nasty. Gives a whole new meaning. Do your titties swing low? Can you swing them to and fro? Blech.
I think you got it great.
Johnny, I swear to God, you're getting payback for this one. There, you can't see how big they are. You're getting payback for that one.
That is all me. That wasn't him.
Uh-huh. Build your bomb shelter now.
No, that was me, not Johnny.
Build your bomb shelter.
I'll take one for team on this one.
Didn't know that sex records. Why am I getting payback? That was Mrs.
I just said. But
She said she's willing to take one for the team for that, Mr. Nast. Didn't know that sex records were a thing. Not only are there legitimate records for sex, but the Guinness World Record currently has a whopping 2,949 active sex records listed. If we have to go through all of these. Granted, some of them are more mundane, like the biggest payouts for sexual discrimination, but some unofficial records are really saucy, like the 7 we've chosen just for you. Number 1, world's strongest vagina. Why this didn't get a Guinness certificate, nobody ever understood. In 2009, of course, she's from Russia, set the unofficial record for vaginal weightlifting when she lifted a stunning 31 pounds with her lady bits, inserted a wooden egg into her vagina, attached to a 14-kilogram dumbbell, the egg, and then lifted the weight clean off of the floor. That's a little disturbing. Apparently, she uses a Kegel movement to contract her muscles around the egg to keep the egg in place, then lifts. The Russian mom of 2 claims that it took her 20 years of exercise to get her vagina powerful enough. We can only imagine she might have an impressive collection of Kegel balls. My God. Me, Hawk, your dick. The record for the most queefs in the shortest time, 93 in 30 seconds. Now, a queef is fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. And every woman, no matter how long they've been with their guy, they queef in front of them and automatically they giggle and get embarrassed. If you never heard of Howard Stern, it's time you get acquainted. In 2007, Howard Stern famously hosted a queefing competition. Enter Abby, a humble nurse and mother of 2. We're starting to see a pattern here, who happens to have amazing vagina skills. Abby stripped to her underwear, and after a little warm-up, she queefed her way into the unofficial record books. She ripped an astonishing 93 queefs in 30 seconds to take her up her reign as the queef queen. It beats burping the alphabet. That is true. The world's most powerful sex toy. Definitely not for the faint of heart. The Kong sex machine weighed in at just over 18 kilograms and offers a quarter horsepower at 70 pounds of torque. This does sound more like a backup generator for loaded shedding than a sex toy. But this Sibian sex toy is designed for the wild at heart. It's a mechanized monster, and the user can control it with a remote control. Fair warning, if you Google this one, it's not safe for work. There you go. You got to look that one up to find that one out. Number 4, the longest premature ejaculation. Oh, premature erection. Sorry. A 21-year-old Iranian man fell on hard times when he decided to tattoo borrow the Salama and M, his girlfriend's initials, onto his penis, which resulted in a permanent semi-erection. Medical experts hypnotized, yeah, I'm not getting that word, that the needle probably penetrated too deeply and caused an intravenous fistula. Give me the one with a fistula is a connection between two organs or vessels. In this case, an artery and a vein that normally don't connect. The unnamed man now has a permanent semi-erection. That just sucks. So you walk around half staff all day. Hi, my name is Ahmed. Don't mind that down there. My camel doesn't. Let's see if Mr. Nass comes back with something for that one. Number 5, the longest time spent masturbating. Why do I can see a name written all over this one. No surprise that this record comes all the way from Japan. World champion masturbator Sato, holds the record for longest single masturbation session of an outrageous 9 hours and 58 minutes from back in 2011. We're pretty sure he'll hold on to the title for a long time, unless Brandon challenges him. I don't know. Alex might be challenging. That'll get an answer if Alex is still in here real fucking quick. Number 6. Number 6, the largest penis in the world. Now, this might come as a surprise, but the longest penis in relation to the body size. Yep, Alex is still here. Ron, how are you doing, sir?
I did the campfire story just for him, the restaurant.
Yes, I will have to tell you something. And Gwen's back. Ron, I have to tell you something. And Johnny also said it is my fault that you're broken. So real quick, the longest penis in the world. Now, this might come as a surprise, but the longest penis in relation to body size belongs to the Argentinian blue-billed duck with a remarkable 4.5 centimeter penis, which apparently evolves this way to have sex against the female's will. Well, we know where this is. However, when it comes to humans, there's a hot debate between New Yorker John Falcon, who has 13.5-inch penis erect, and Robert Esquiel Cabarra's 19-inch member. Now, they don't say if that's erect or not. Falcone claims that he is the record holder because Robert can't use his members. Doctor suggests that if he gets circumcised, that he can have a regular sex life, but the Mexican is refusing to give up his unofficial title of biggest dick in the world. Boys will be boys. Just call me Ducky. The sex position that breaks the most penises. Didn't know you could break a penis? Well, again, Google, this is at your own peril. So you can look it up. Apparently, the sex position that is now labeled as the most dangerous sex position is the reverse cowgirl. According to a study in Advances in Urology, researchers found that nearly half of penis fractures in their data set came when the girl was on top, specifically in the reverse cowgirl position or cowboy. The hypothesis that when the woman is on top, she usually controls the movement with her entire body weight, landing on the erect penis, not being able to interrupt or stop it when the penis suffers a wrong way of penetration, because the harm is usually minor in a woman with no pain but major for a man and his member. So take it easy with those spurs and lasso. There you have it. 7 incredible sex records. It's a pretty high bar, but we're pretty sure there's a prize for just competing. So there you go. That's my point exactly. Grimm has corrupted Ron. So Ron, real quick here, before I take my my break. So let me flip this over. First off, we started tonight with a rest in peace to Carl Weathers from Rocky. I was just watching Rocky today, and it just completely just threw me off track right there. I mean, first when Shannon said, "Oh my God, guess who passed away?" My first words was probably Ozzy Osbourne. But so if you're ever in Denver, Colorado, you need to look up the Colorado Campfire Restaurant. It is an actual place in Denver, Colorado. But that's the first thing I said. No more Apollo crews, because the fucking Russians had to take that away from us too. They banned the Reverend from fucking Russia. You know why Putin banned me? Because he doesn't like the fact that all his young women, his little women over there, prefer anal. So yes, Colorado Campfire Restaurant in Denver, Colorado. So now I think I need to go on a field trip. And I was watching, there it is. Mr. Nass pulled that up. And then the other day I was watching, what is it? Is it AM Philly or what is that? Good Morning Philly. It's 29, Mike Jarrett. And then there was a place, and they're talking about, it's a new hot chocolate bar over in Philly. And one of their top selling drinks is the Colorado Campfire Hot Chocolate. Yeah, good day. Thank you, Ron. Colorado Campfire Hot Chocolate. So now automatically, this is early in the morning, and the Reverend has not had his coffee yet. But why all of a sudden did I get this image that they take this hot chocolate and squirt it into this woman's ass, and put some marshmallows in there, some whipped cream, pound that shit in, get it all good and going. And she comes out, puts your coffee or your mug on the table, and just then just shits it right in the cup for you. Mine was extra creamy. Oh, so folks, I am at that time of night where I am going to take a step away real quick. There you go. There's a Colorado Campfire. I don't know what that extra thing is on the top there, but is that like a melted marshmallow or something? That's a little fucking scary. There's fucking scary. So everybody, real quick, marshmallow. Don't go anywhere. I will be back in a couple moments. Is this the place that has the hot chocolate? Because we're going to have to go look this over too. Or are you just looking at
Colorado Campfire? Yeah, that's the restaurant. Because look at the cup.
Yeah, well, I saw the cup. No, Colorado. We're going to have to go out there. But as I said, real quick, I'm going to bring on Miss Grimm, let her sit in for me for a minute so I can get up and move away from the chair. When I come back, I will go through over dirty pickup lines, which should actually really be pretty fucking awesome because, as I said, the ladies did some pickup lines last night and they were more PG. And of course, being on the Reverend Show, we are anything but PG. So, and then also, you got to stay tuned so we can tell you about next week's lineup. So, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And here is Mrs. Grimm, who her mouth is going to get her in huge trouble. Damn distractions. You know,
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell
these
me.
things are distracting.
They're distracting. Well, I'm sorry that they're distracting.
Oh,
Hi, everybody. You're creeping and cracking. It's because you're a damn dinosaur. Hello, wifey. Hi, Bill. You're a dinosaur. That's why you're creaking and cracking. All right. So he's going to go smoke his cigarette and hopefully not get stalked by Stalker. That's a whole nother situation for another day. I thought Luna was going to eat him earlier. He rode up as I was getting Luna out of the car, and Luna does not like him. And anybody knows that my dog, she likes everybody, but not him. She jumped out of that back seat out of a car like a friggin' German Shepherd canine and growling and snarling and hair standing up. And I'm like, oh, fuck. This isn't going to go over well. Hi, Ron. So, Ron, when I found the Colorado Campfire restaurant, you were the first person that came to my mind. And then I was just laughing. And then we were at Walmart the other day with Sarnas, and we found a case of campfire marshmallows. That was interesting. Protect the mamas. It's not even protecting me. She just does not like him. The first time that she met him, he actually walked up behind me. And for those who know me, that's the one thing you don't do, because I will swing. There's very few people in this world that can walk up behind me, and I'm okay with, one being Grimm, the other being Tristan, which is Gwen's significant other, and a few other random people. But yeah, walking up behind me is not good for your health, because you're either going to get throat punched or kicked in the kneecap. So yeah, she will growl at him, snarl at him. His dog has gone after her multiple times, and I keep warning him, one of these days I'm just going to let her off the leash, and she's going to jack the dog up. Always a bad sign if dog doesn't like someone. Yeah, no, it's see, now Freya, on the other hand, is a complete fucking, she loves everybody. There's not been one person that she doesn't like. Like, somebody's going to break into my house and she's going to sit there wagging her tail and bringing them a toy going, hi, you going to play with me? I'll show you where the cookies are, but will you play with me first? Luna, on the other hand, is going to sit on the couch and give you the death stare, like, who the fuck are you and why are you in my house? And step on your nuts while she's at it too. Yeah, Freya is a horse. She's not a dog. She's a horse. Yeah, she loves her Uncle Johnny. However, she is notorious for pushing Johnny's nuts in his stomach. It's a daily thing. Johnny, we might as well just get a cup for you and keep it at the front door. That way, when you get here, you can just get changed and, have some sanity. So we keep telling her we're going to send her to Uncle Johnny's house, but watching her, I think she'd get up the first set of steps to the landing and then she would go up again. But I can also see her falling down the steps and going through the coat closet. How you doing now? What you doing now? Lunacy, Britt, and Damon tomorrow. And see Gwen and Tristan on Sunday. We got a busy weekend here, kiddo. Yeah. Only one way to try. Yeah, Johnny, but I don't want to have to replace your closet door if she goes through it. Nor get your carpet cleaned because all of us are going to piss our pants. Go lay down. No, go lay down. Go lay down. Don't tell me no. Go. Go lay down. I'm getting the sad eye, but Mom, I don't want to. No, she's going to stand behind me. So how is everybody else's Friday night? Anybody doing anything fun? I am actually sitting here playing my Switch, playing my Disney Dreamverse in my own little world, waiting for this gummy to kick in. And then I can relax. Roll call. Who's all here? So it says we have 8. Who is here? We have 6 on Facebook and 2 on Twitch. Taking Butthead to work in a few. Hi, Butthead. Butthead needs to be careful with Raya. Yeah, that I'm a little worried about that. Because Butthead's habit of having a seizure at my house. So that's the only thing that I'm a little worried about. But we'll go from there. Bill's here and Ron's here. Ron, what are you doing on this lovely Friday night? Nope, I hear the bells, which means the Reverend's back in. Yeah, let's hope for that because I don't know how she's going to react. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, no, the Reverend's going to the bathroom. So yes, he has, this is the pack of paper for his dirty pickup lines. I know I mentioned it on Thursday with Dee Dee that Dee Dee and I had the meek and mild ones, but Thurnast and Grimm were going over these one of the days this week he was here. Which is actually really funny, and that's something else. It's bad when Mr. Nass's dad goes, well, I either know you're one of 3 places, at work, at home, or in Blackwood. Watching a documentary of making We Are the World song. That was, yeah, that was a very, very big song. It was a very, very good song. That's something that Grimm would watch. Grimm does a lot of documentaries like that. And he disappeared again. Our apartment's not that big, so I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Yes, Johnny, you're easy to find. Very, very easy. There is a documentary on about the song We Are the World.
Who put that on?
Ron.
I would watch that.
I just said that. That is something you would watch.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, you can have your show back and you can go through the comments. And we said that Johnny needs a cup that we need to hang up by the front door. Because we were talking about Blockhead and Johnny brought up that how she constantly stepped on his nuts.
Yes.
So we need a cup for Johnny.
I don't supply cups, supply your own cup.
You don't supply cups?
It's like helmets. I don't supply helmets either.
What?
What's a helmet? That's a bucket. Okay, so.
Having my finger, right?
Wave. Taking Bucket to work in a few. Roll call here. You wait. Who's on Twitch? Present. Hopefully no Caesars this time. World. Yes, I would watch. I definitely would watch that. Yeah, you are easy to find. Okay. Give him a red solo cup. All right. So before we actually get into this dirty pickup lines list here, I want to, don't steal my thoughts, Bill. Still here, Mr. Nast. Damn. Mr. Nast is getting acknowledged by Alex. Doesn't even acknowledge me. Told you he uses that tongue ring for something special other than ladies. So for the people that are here, I know that I am, and I've heard from everybody else that I've talked to in the Basement Show, we are all truly excited about this coming Monday. And right now, Mr. Ron, if you're still in here, it is going to be Monday night Real Talk with Mr. Ron and Mr. Dave. And they are going to be talking movies. I don't know what kind of movies, but I imagine all kinds of different movies or suggestions and different things like that. And Ron is very knowledgeable about movies. I haven't had the opportunity yet to actually speak or talk or work with Mr. Dave, but I am definitely excited for. Huh? Hopefully we didn't scare him in chat the other day. No, I don't think we scared him, but I definitely think Ron had a blast watching the shit show in the chat, in our private chat, and between all of us. But no, definitely excited. So for everybody, make sure you tune in this coming Monday at 9 o'clock. It'll be Real Talk with Mr. Ron and Mr. Dave. And I know it's going to be a great show. So make sure you're there. Make sure that, and on a return movie night, we are speaking sequels. Well, there you go. So there's a little hint for everybody. They are going to be talking about sequels that night. So there's a lot out there. There could be a lot of sequels. So join in, show them the love, the likes, again, and it's the same thing. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube. I guess I got to be nice because we're broadcasting on YouTube tonight too, along with TikTok and our new Discord. And on top of that, with the Discord, you can contact and interact with any one of us here on the Basement Show anytime throughout the week. And there is a spot in there. I think it's Ron's movies. We still have to add Mr. Dave into that spot. But definitely check out the show. Make sure you're there. Give the guys some love and, have some fun. That's what this is all about. And that's what's making these shows. It's you guys that make these shows with all of us. We're here talking. You're the ones that take your time away on, as we said, this coming Monday at 9 o'clock, February 5th, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, you got Mr. Nast and Mr. Ron on Sports Roundup. And Wednesday night, everybody, I guess everybody deserves a little vacation time. So unfortunately, you don't get to see any of us. On Thursday night, you got the ladies. Last night, you had the ladies, and they talked about sales. They talked about makeup. They talked about some cheesy and creepy pickup lines. And yeah, and then the pirate, a pirate took over their spot, and next thing you know, you had me and Mr. Nast, going pirate and rogue. But it's not just for the ladies. Mr. Bill is in with the ladies' night all the time, and I know Mr. Ron has been in there himself. And it's every Thursday at 9 p.m. with Miss Grimm and Mama D. And then on Friday nights, you have the good old Reverend for your great old happy fucking Fridays. And you know that we're always going to get into some fucking trouble there. And This is also a Real Talk section on Discord now, too. So there you go. Thank you, Mr. Nast. I did not know that had been updated yet. I appreciate that. So make sure you check it out. Follow them. As I said, brand new show coming. So, and as Mr. Ron had said, this week it's going to, in the return of movie night, they are speaking about sequels. So I'm sure that there is quite a few things in there, and you could probably ask them any question, and I would probably almost be willing to bet Mr. Ron will know that answer. So, again, check them out this coming Monday. And as we say, on Saturday nights, because we already talked about the Mr. Dickhead of the Week, which is me. I'm just not the douchebag. Remember, Mr. Douchebag of the Week. I don't have to say your name, but you know who you are.
Lynn.
Wow, people are just helping. Oh, and then Saturday night, you have Drago and Tink's Neverland, which Drago and Tink is a show that has been created. That is Mr. Heartless and Mr. Fassy. That is actually a show that is fully dedicated to Drago and the real Drago and Tink, which is my son, AJ, mine and Miss Grimm's son, AJ. And Tink is Hopi, had both tragically passed away in this past May of 23 in a apartment fire. So the show is completely 100% dedicated to them. So, of course, we will go through all that again before the end of our night, but let's continue on and see how much more shit we can get into. So real quick, who all is still here before I start doing these dirty pickup lines? Now, Bill, I know you're still here. And Gwen's probably out. Oh, Gwen is in. I thought Gwen might be out because we were taking Tree to work. I know Bill is here. I think Aragon might still be here. Mr. Tessing is here. Thank you. Oh my God. What are you doing? You're trying to see on the top shelf. So you get the step stool out and I'm like ready to sound like a steel chair. Aragon, Alex, what is that? Is that the little angry guy? Oh God, she's in the snack cabinet. She's already got the munchies. All right. You think so? All right. You what? There is ice cream in it. You know what?
No, there's not. I ate it.
You ate the rest of my ice cream. Roberto is busy right now producing a show. And she keeps trying to get rid of me. All right. Dirty pickup lines.
But.
That's where it's going.
You love me.
I love you too, yes. That's where it's going. Your butt. Okay. Let me get into this. Otherwise, asshole. You know what you can do? You can go under my desk where I've had you before. Wait, there's ice cream. There's little ice cream cones in the fucking in the freezer. Okay, well, there's ice cream in the freezer, isn't there?
Ice cream bars? No, we ate that. We finished them off when it was me, you, and Johnny.
What is this wee shit?
You ate them one or two.
I had one. Oh my God. Sick. I'm sending her away. Mr. Nast, I'm coming to live with you. Oh yeah, she's fucking stoned. You don't hear from me for the next couple days, you know I went missing. All right. Dirty pickup lines. Send her your way. Right now, I don't think you'd want her over there. All right, dirty pickup lines. My dick just died. Can I bury it in your vagina? That's definitely a good one. I mean, I don't know if you're getting slapped or if you are going to just get the look of, what did you just say? Did you sit in a pile of sugar because you have a pretty sweet ass? Yes, I could definitely see the Reverend using that one. Hi, I'm a burglar and I'm going to smash your back door in. I will definitely use that fucking line. Without a doubt, I would use that as a great fucking line. You can call me the fireman mainly because I turned the hose on. I don't know about that one. Yeah, but it's HOES.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but it's kind of like you're going to actually sit in a bar and go, guess what, baby? You can call me the fireman because I turned the hose on. And she's going to turn around and go, excuse me, you just called me a hoe? Well, yeah. You're not going home with anything that night. I'm a zombie. Can I eat you out? She may have that one that we talked about earlier, though, with the syphilis, where she queefs in your mouth and yeah, and then you vomit on her, and then you eat her in the vomit. I wish you were soap so I could feel you all over me. It's not really that bad. I'm a businessman. I work in orifices. Got any openings? There you go. You got to always do some business in some orifice. Want to go on an 8 with me? I'll give you the D later. There you go. So you're out, you take her out on a date. I will start down here and eventually I will get to your brain. Ron said, I will start here and eventually I will get to your brain. But the thing is, don't let women lie to you. Women think with what's between their legs just as much as men do. Don't even try that shit. I heard you got a boyfriend, but girl, don't try to pretend like you don't want this dick all the way in. That's not even a pickup line there. That's just kind of. That's a field punt to the nuts. Yeah, it's a field punt to the nuts, as Shannon says. I may not go down in history, but I'll go down on you. I see the bartender twisting and looking at you on that one there. Somebody's ordering an angel shot if you tell a girl at a bar half of these. Girl, you should sell hot dogs because you already know how to make a wiener stand. Mm-hmm. Hello, I'm bisexual. I like to buy you a drink and then get sexual. How do you have an inhaler? Because I heard you got that asthma. Yeah. I'm going to have sex with you later, so you might as well be there. That's desperate. I'll get down to that one. They're called eyebrows because my eyes are browsing your fine ass. Mm-hmm. Baby, are you an elevator because I wanted to go down on you? That's pretty good. Roses or daisies? Now I know the flowers to put on your casket when I murder that pussy. Okay, I definitely think that you're getting tossed from the bar that night. You are not going home with anything. If you were a washing machine, I would put my dirty load inside you. Oh, now that one right there, You are definitely not getting anything off of that one, because you tell somebody it's a dirty load. That's like telling somebody that there's a dirty bomb in the fucking city. Okay? She's going running. I heard your grades are bad. I'm sure the D won't hurt. Is your name Tanya? Because I'm going to tan your ass. You run track? Because I heard you really want this dick. I don't get that one. That's not a good one. That's just stupid. Somebody's going to look at you and go, duh. Are you a racehorse? Because when I ride, you'll always finish first. If your ass is crashed, just call me lawn boy. Are you a flight attendant? Because you're going to be playing with the dick soon. The last woman I was with said, kiss me where it stinks. So I drove her to New Jersey. That is fucking wrong. I heard you like magic. Will bend over and watch my dick disappear. You're so hot, I'd jack your dad off just to see where you came from. I blame your perfect breaths for my inability to focus during our conversations. Can I park my car in your garage? It's pretty big, but it doesn't leak. Do you like Adele? Because I can tell you want to be rolling in the D. I thought that one about Jersey was fucking great. Let's see here. Let's get a couple more of these. Well, spread my cheeks and call me Cell Bitch. You're prettier than anyone I ever met in the joint. Do you like to draw? Yeah, why? Because I put the D in raw. Has anyone ever told you your ass looks like a phone? Because I want to hit the pound button all day long. I have a tongue like an anteater. Want to go to the zoo? I don't know about that one. That's not a good one. What do you call a penguin with a large penis? An icebreaker. I know you haven't been studying. You must want the D. Baby, your bone structure is giving my bone structure. Hey, just stopping in to show up. Firehouse is being a wanker tonight, so I'll have major issues watching until they fix the outage. But had to show some support. Thank you, Amber. I greatly appreciate that. It's been the same thing down here because Xfinity's been working out on the main road, so the TV all of a sudden, gets that whole jumble thing and breaks down into pixels, and it takes like 20 minutes to come back on. And by then, it's already into the next show, so I get it. But you can always watch it on repeat. You know that. And tell little Grim I said, hey, what's up? We're going to have to get together again soon. He can come play in the studio. Yeah, we did promise, donuts. Hey, people, call me the barstool because of my third leg. If I told you that you had a great ass, would you hold it against me? Do you like tapes and CDs? I guess good, because I'm gonna tape this dick to your forehead so you can see these nuts. Are you going to that funeral? What funeral? The one where my balls drop dead in your mouth. I'm not a dick in real life, but I'll play one in your vagina tonight. Your ass is pretty tight. Want me to loosen it up? Do you want to come to my time machine? We stop somewhere between 68 and 70. Oh my God, girl, look at how those legs go up and make an ass out of themselves. I've actually heard that one. I'm like Domino's Pizza. If I don't come in 30 minutes, the next one is free. Definitely will. Again, running a temp and congested with a cough. Passed out after sitting in the steamy bathroom for 15 minutes. Yeah, no, real quick, Amber. Yeah, no, it's just the weather. The weather has just been horrible for everybody. And Ron, yes, I absolutely agree. Most popular line at the gay bar: "Can I push in your stool for you?" Yes, that is one of those things. I think this one here would definitely earn you a punch in the teeth by a woman. Does your pussy smell like fish? Because I like sushi. I think she's gonna punch you in the teeth. Looks don't matter. I'll just wrap you in a flag and fuck you for glory. Hey, is that a keg in your pants? Because I'm sure love to tap that ass. I'll kiss you in the rain so you get twice as wet. I'm not skinny. I'm ribbed for her pleasure.
That part is.
Yeah.
I know somebody that I can see saying.
I'm not skinny, but I'm ribbed for her pleasure.
We get Skelly drunk.
Oh, Skelly would say that one. Maybe not anymore because he's he's married now.
Yeah, but the drunken parties at our house, can you imagine? This is the man who got into the crypt.
This is true. Your beauty is why God invented eyeballs. Your beauty is why God invented my balls. I hide every chair in the world just so you have to sit on my face. Are you a raisin? Because you're a raisin my dick. I would tell you a joke about my penis, but it's too long. I forgot my blowjob at your house. Can I come over and get it? My magical watch says you're not wearing any panties. Oh, you are? Damn, it must be an hour fast. I may not have gotten your virginity, but I can at least have the box it came in. I'm a Gemini. What's your sign? Fire down below. That is true. If you were an elevator, what button would I have to push to get you to go down? Oh, some of those are just fucking horrible. So what we will do is we will put those 2 pages to bed. You would like me because unlike Arby's, I got the mean. We will save more for our upcoming shows because there's quite a few and we could be here hours. Some of those just hurt your brain. Glenn, we are not going there. I love you dearly, but we are not going there. So we are at the 10:50 hour as usual. So let's get into our last segment. It's a segment we've always been touching on. Lately, I noticed that a lot of everybody else is touching on the subject towards the end of the show, which is mental health awareness. Hey, what? You can take it up with me on Sunday when you're here. Don't like it? Come to my coffin. Got a jet taking him to work now. Late leaving. Love you too. I'll see you Sunday. So one of the things that we talk about is we all talk about mental health and mental health awareness, which on top of it, while we are talking about this, anybody that's left in chat, we still need the letter of the week. So let's start thinking about that while we're talking about our wrap up and mental illness. And as one of the things that I will say, and I've always said, it is the most undiagnosed in this country. It goes missed by so many doctors. And scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now is a suicide and crisis lifeline. And there is somebody that is there all the time waiting to talk to you if you are in crisis or if you feel that you are at the end of your rope and there is no other place to go. A lot of people say that they're just going to end their life and take the easy way out. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way. That is not the easy way out, because when somebody is thinking that way, they're not thinking about what they're leaving behind. And the drama and the horror and the pain and the grief that they're leaving behind. This person saying, I'm just better off not being here. And so many other people would be better off if I wasn't here. But that's not the truth. The truth is that that's only adding more grief and more pain. And I'm not going to sit and push religion on anybody, even though that, I am, when they say the Rev, I am a true reverend, ordained minister, the whole 9 yards. Yes, I can marry somebody. But look, if you're in need to talk to somebody, all of our phones, all of us here at the Basement Show, our phones are on 24/7. Granted, if you call in the middle of the night, it may take us a couple minutes to get our thoughts together as we're answering the phone, but we're here for you to talk to. We're here for you to lean on and, discuss what is a matter. What's the matter? And we're even here that if you want to go and get that help, we are here and we will go with you. A lot of people don't go and ask for help because I think that they're scared of being judged. I'm always here. Those who knows me, I'm a light sleeper. Don't be afraid to reach out. Thank you, Mr. Nast. As I said, I really don't sleep. And I never really looked at mental health much since before this past May, because I always knew, and everybody always joked around that, Grimm, you're crazy. You're just a nut. You fell off your rocker. and all that. Yeah, I mean, that's true. And I do a lot of crazy stuff, and I talk a lot of really fucked up shit and say a lot of fucked up things that most people won't. But it never really truly hit me until this past May when we went through the tragedy of the fire and we lost AJ and we lost Hope, which next month, let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October, next month, the 7th, will be 9 months since the kids have been gone. And it hasn't changed anything. Today earlier was a bad day. And Miss Grimm asked me, she goes, "Are you looking at pictures on your phone? Are you looking at videos?" And it was neither. It's just, it's thoughts that I have because unfortunately, the thoughts that and images I have, I live with them every day and they don't go away. It's not like I can forget them. And to me, it makes me angry when I'm angry and upset when I actually have all the memories that we had that were good times, because that's what really gets me the most, because the kids, they should still be here. And we almost lost Miss Grimm and even Mr. Nast, and somebody had a talk and said, at the one point, at that point we had already lost AJ, and I don't know if they had already known that we had lost Hope or not, but they had both said, "What are we going to do if Mrs. Grimm were to lose her battle? We're going to lose Grimm too." And they're they're right. There was that point in time that I hit below rock bottom. Um, I won't say it's easy to ask for help, and even where I'm at today, to even sit there and go, "I just need help." And Mr. Nast will tell you a lot. If you need me, call me, because I am up all hours of the night. I don't sleep anymore at night. Most of my sleeping happens during the day. And I think I come back to it's because I don't know if it's just the images that are keeping me awake, or if it's one day is this going to happen again. And I know everybody that's here right now is looking and going, how can you have fire in the background? Because things are born from fire. Fire takes a forest and wipes a forest off of the earth, and it renews and it rejuvenates and it brings new life. And unfortunately, the fire took 2 lives. And in the same aspect, that fire took a part of me that was my life at that time. And now it's actually created new life. So if, like I said, if you are, you know, in trouble, you need somebody to talk to, reach out to us. Reach out to us, contact the Suicide Crisis Lifeline. Don't become a statistic. You are much more than that. You mean more than that. And we're all here. And again, I mean, there are so many ways that you can get a hold of us. You can follow us on YouTube. You can get us on Twitch and TikTok and Discord. And you can find us on Facebook. You can interact with us through Discord. any time of the week, any day of the week, you can get a hold of any one of us. And there's always something in there. There's in my section alone, there's mental health where other people can talk to other people and you can converse and I can come in and talk with you. And as I said, you're not alone. Don't ever think that you're alone. So with that said, we are at our spot and we are going to get ready to wrap up. But I know Mr. Nast has added something real quick that he wants to show us. So go ahead. The Basement Show lineup, plus we have a random pop-up show, plus random pop-up shows. All shows start at 9 p.m. Eastern. So as you can see, there is Monday Night Real Talk, and that's Mr. Ron and Mr. Dave. And then you have, what do we got next? Tuesday night, that's over here. That's Sports Roundup, and that's Mr. Ron and Mr. Nast. And remember, real quick, on Real Talk this week, in honor of movie night coming back, they are going to be doing sequels. So make sure you're on there, check them out, show the guys some love. And, I'm sure they have a lot to talk about because there are a lot of sequels out there. Tuesday night, Sports Roundup with Mr. Nast and Mr. Ron. And on there, they have everything. And now that it's coming time for the Super Bowl, they're going to start doing Super Bowl picks and all the stuff with the Super Bowl. And when the baseball comes out and they talk basketball and they talk hockey, and just a ton of other things. And I know that you have Mr. Ron's rant, I believe that was, which just came back this past Tuesday. Gives, says what's on his mind, which is, you know what? That's what we need more of, people saying what's on their mind. Unfortunately, some people are just too serious in this world, and sometimes you need to hear the straight and simple truth. And then on Wednesday night, Mr. Nast lets us have a break. Okay, this Tuesday night, they will be joined by big social media influencer E-Rock, which I believe Mr. Nast said you can find him on Facebook. Real huge, in the community. Check him out. I believe he will be on at 9. I don't know exactly how long he will be on, but make sure you are there for that. So this Tuesday is going to be another big show. And then Mr. Nast is nice enough to give us all off on Wednesday nights. I guess he figures we all need a little bit of a break. He's a nice boss. Don't let that go to his head. Sometimes. Yes, that's true. Sometimes. Depends on how much dinner I feed you. And then Thursday night, we have ladies' night, and that's with Miss Grimm and Mama D. And this past week, they had Miss Brit. And as they go, and I know that they're trying to get a special guest onto their show. They're trying to get a couple other people to come and sit in. But again, just because it says ladies' night does not mean that it's just for the ladies. There are things in there for the gentlemen too. So make sure you join them. Again, that's Thursday nights. Friday nights, you get the wonderful Happy Fucking Fridays with the Rev Grimm, which, again, as you can see tonight, unfortunately, some of our stories weren't that great. Must have been a slow week in the what the fuck world. But we always learn some new words. We're learning new pickup lines, and you never know what to expect. There's always something different, There's always something that probably Grimm is going to get himself in trouble for. We could end up with a phone call. You never know. And then Saturday night, we have a Drago and Tink's Neverland, and that's with Mr. Heartless and Mr. Fassy. And it's basically, there's video game based. Like, I know they talk some, they may talk about some video games, maybe some stuff coming up, stuff coming out, and then they'll do maybe a little game run. They've done so far, what have they done? They've done Modern Warfare, Zombies. They've done Baldur's Gate. They've done Hell World. So there's a bunch of different things that is definitely on that show. And as I said, that show is dedicated to the real Drago and Tink, which is AJ and Hope. Other than that, again, thank you all. None of these shows could be possible without you guys taking your time. Yes, that is true. I didn't know if you were ready to release that or not. Next week. So, next week, for those that are here, and we will be showing it throughout the week, Friday and Saturday will have special start times. They will not be starting at 9. They will actually be starting an hour earlier. So all shows normally are from 9 till whenever the guys decide they want to finish up. But next week, Friday and Saturday, the shows will be starting at 8. So put that in your calendar. Keep an eye on Facebook. You never know when there's a pop-up show going. Remember, none of us, any of us in any of these shows could do this without you guys. This is not possible without you guys. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here and we're just talking to ourselves. And sometimes, do what? Yes, I do talk to myself anyway. I talk to myself quite a lot. The worst part is usually the other side wins and I usually end up losing. So, again, thank you all for taking your time out of your busy schedule to join each and every one of us on this journey that we go through on these nights. F our competition. That is true. There is no such thing as competition. So, real quick, career suicide. That is true. So, real quick, before we sign off, we still have the letter of the day. Last week was A for awareness. Mr. Nast, we still have that Q. There you go. Mr. Bill seconds that. And Mr. Bill, I still have to speak to you again at some point. So, Mr. Nast, do we have something for Q? We were going to do it last week and we put it off. Are we going to do the letter Q this week? And remember, Q is going to be one of the harder ones to do. And there you go. Mr. Bill comes up with one that quick. Quickie. Quickie. Oh no. What do you say, Mr. Nast? Mr. Nast must be thinking. We can use D or L. Why can we use D or L? What will we use for D or what will we use for L? I mean, if we go with L, we could go for labia.
You'll go home.
Deuce. So does that
Yeah.
mean you're taking a deuce right now? Are you deucing while producing the show? That's pretty raunchy. And L, you already know. There you go. Wow. But queef, look at this. I say we do 2 letters this week. I agree with Bill and Ron for Q. A quickie queef. And I will also go with the letter L. And all the Basement Show knows the letter L. See, now I would have actually turned around and used F for fucktard. But we will use L and we will use Q. So this week, because L is queer. Good one there, Mr. Nast. Ladies and gentlemen, for the people remaining in the studio with me, thank you again. Remember, don't take any shit from anybody. And if you got to walk through hell like you fucking own the place. Until next time, deuces.
You're a label away.